Then in terms of the unemployment rate, that's expected at 4.4%, previously 4.4%. Then I'll move on to any revision to the headline. For the private, 165, manufacturing expected at 10, previously at 36, government previously at -9, and the labour force participation rate, that was previously 62.9%. We also have the release of the Canadian jobs report, whereby the headline employment change is expected at 14.5 thousand, previously 22.2. Full-time previously at -88.1, part-time previously 110.4. And then also looking at the unemployment rate, expected at 6.3, previously 6.2. And building permits previously at -3.5. So just put today's release in a bit of context, expectations are heavily discounted due to recent hurricanes, according to analysts at Lloyd's, who add that the natural disaster is going to for a while, and the release would have to be significantly weaker than anticipated for the market to start discounting a December rate hike from the Fed. And furthermore, in 2005, Hurricane Katrina resulted in 2 months whereby payroll languished beneath 100,000 versus the 6-month trend of around 250,000. As I did mention, a lot of focus will be on the wages, and despite the expected distortions to this month's data, analysts will be looking to see if the wage inflation story remains intact, reinforcing a narrative behind a December rate hike. And also, as a bit of context, did have ADP this week, which was more or less in line with expectations, showing additions of 135,000. For the ISM surveys and their employment sub-indices for both the manufacturing and non-manufacturing rising in September for 0.4 points and 0.6 points respectively. Again, I would recommend getting yourself fully briefed with that preview, which is available in the research section of the website. Just an interesting one here on the political front. So Switzerland say they are willing to mediate between Spain and the Catalonian government. Switzerland willing to mediate between the Catalan and the Spanish government.
Well, there you have it. That's the song called Sexy, ironically. I'm not quite sure about that vocal, though. Right, so you know why I'm here today. I'm not sure there's anybody watching yet, but I don't really care because it'll be recorded anyway, so you can watch it all later. The idea is we're going to explore an idea today. Trading the non-farm payrolls. Yep, everybody's scared to death of it, including me. But I've had a bit of success with it in the past doing this thing. Well, 2 things actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to try it and see what the hell happens when we do try it and see how we get on. Excuse me, I had to go away from the mic then. I had to give myself a little bit of a cough moment. This is my first attempt at streaming, and so I'm hoping it's going to work out all right. If it works out all right, you'll be watching this video later on, and if it doesn't work out all right, then you quite likely, well, you won't be seeing this video. It's as simple as that, really. All right, so we've got about 6 minutes on non-farm payrolls. I'm just going to unmute the PC because it was muted earlier because the squawk was just waffling on, so I'm going to put that back on to you now. So if you hear somebody talking, it's nobody with me. It's the squawk that I've got facility access to as freedom of my broker. Let's have a look then. All right, now I've got a thing here. If I click there, are you ready? Abracadabra. What do you think of that then? Ooh, that's a complicated chart, isn't it? Right, so what we've got is the 5-minute chart. And what we're going to do about a minute before, or maybe even less than that, is we're going to drop 2 orders in on each of these instruments. We've got the euro dollar on the left. You can probably see this anyway, but I'm just going to talk about it. We've got the euro dollar on the left, and we've got the dollar yen on the right. And what we're going to do is that hopefully we're going to drop these orders in, and it's going to work. Now I've tried them. I know the orders all enter as long as they enter at the right time. So we've got about 4 minutes 45 seconds, assuming everything's in sync at the moment. My clock is working correct. Oh, I can't wait, can you? I'm almost bursting with excitement. And this sexy song in the background is just doing it for me. It's lighting my fire. Check this out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not sure about that vocal. Gotta say, it's I think they could have done a better job of that bit, but you know, courtesy of bensounds.com, we've got some music available to us today. So I went down. These are coming out of my iPad, believe it or not. I downloaded them so that I can fade them in and out easier, because I've got this clever mixer. But I'll be honest with you, if you start playing the PC, it's all stuck at one volume, so it gets a little bit confusing. Oh, and the chair creaking in the background is just... I'm just plagued by squeaky chairs. Listen. Oh, it's not bloody squeak. You know, if you try and make something squeak and it doesn't squeak. I think that's a situation I'm in at the moment for some reason. What a lovely voice. Yeah, I can hear the chair now. See, because I'm trying not to make it squeak. It's squeaking like a man gone out of fashion. That must be me then. Oh yeah. So back here again. All right. So what we got now? What we got? So just coming up to 3 minutes. Till non-farm payrolls. It's going to be fun. If you've never watched this before, you'll see the spread. I've got bid and ask open. You watch these babies bounce up all over the place. You'll see the size of those things in a bit. Quite mad, really. If I can just pull this over as well. 2 minutes. Well, 2 minutes 50. I can just waffle on for a bit about that, can't I? And of course, we've always got those ladies in the background making odd noises. I'm sure it's because they're walking uphill or something. God damn, this squeaky chair. It's more like having a squeaky bed, isn't it, than a squeaky chair, really. You know, just like with this music in the background and those voices. Could well be it, couldn't it? Quite funky, this song. I do like it. Gets me, you know, gets my shoulders moving. It's a bit like a song, only better. It's probably one of the better originals I've heard for ages, really, in the funk genre. Oh, it's getting exciting. 2 minutes. So we're going to get ready and drop these tickets in a minute. And then what we're going to do is wait for the next, these 5 minute candles. We're going to wait for one of those to close. And then we're going to consider taking another position, which is going to be more manual orchestrated. Well, you know, we're going to have a look and just see what we can do with it. I've got two things I'm going to try today. Live on TV. YouTube.tv. Although, it's not .tv, is it? I wonder if they've got a .tv.
So it is now just 90 seconds until the non-farm payroll report. Again, that headline expected at 90,000. Then I move on to the earnings components, the unemployment rate, any revision to the headline, the private manufacturing rate, and then we'll move on to the Canadian jobs report and the Canadian buildings permits.
Well, there you go. That's the squawk talking. We're going to drop the music right down in a minute. We've just got less than a minute now, so things start to get a bit hairy in a minute, so we're going to drop this script on. Doesn't look like the price is going to move too much now. Oh, there. And there. So you can see the tickets now. What should happen is this price should move far enough to go straight through there and hit this top line, or straight down there and hit this bottom line, in which case we take profit. Vice versa, and same on the dollar yen. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. So hoping, we're hoping for a pretty serious bounce. What's the forecast say now? If I have a look at that, see what it says. Where's it gone? I'm looking at my other screen. Held the line, caller. Yeah, 90k is the consensus. 156k last time, so there could be quite a move. It's going to get a bit jittery now. I'm gonna leave the music off. We're gonna do it in the quiet. Minus 33, so that's minus 33 for the headline. Month-on-month earnings 0.5. There we go. And 2.9 for the year-on-year. Average hourly weeks 34.4. And the headline that's revised to 169. The unemployment rate 4.2. And for private, that's minus 40. Manufacturing -1. Government 7,000. Participation rate 63.1. Then for CAD, that's 10,000. Full-time 112. Part-time -102. And employment rate 6.2. trade,
two.
so
Still looking out for the building permits. But again, just going over that headline, that was minus
not sure it's going to
33,
do
but
what it's supposed to
expected
do
plus
today.
90. However, though, the earnings components were particularly strong.
Oh, there we go.
To 0.3, and it's also
Next
been
break.
revised higher to 0.2. You can also see manufacturing payrolls
I'm not sure
revised
it's
high
going to break
to
this bottom here
41.
on the left here
So
on
just
the
taking a quick
euro
look at the
dollar.
reaction,
Look
seeing some strength in
struggling
the
to get
dollar,
past that level,
downside
which is
treasuries,
surprised me.
and as such, very much
We
just
can
going off
always
these
close
earnings
this,
components, and the
Look at that.
2-month net was minus
Calm down. You've got
38,000.
to wait for this. You got to just hold tight. Hold tight. Hold tight. Hold tight. I'm not sure he's going to make it. In which case, we'll just kill these trades in a minute rather than sit and wait. We're actually up at the moment, which is a plus, isn't it? We're up a little bit. All right, let's go back to the exciting thing. I'm going to shut the squawk up now. We don't need that, do we? We can manage without that. Bit of tune in the background there. Yeah, looks like we're going to be... we might just get our fingers burnt now. Oh, look at that. Let's have a look at this bar. Bit of fib on there. I'd like to see how far back it's pulled. 61.8. That's a bit of a standard one, isn't it, that one? Hard to say which one of these to measure, really. Should I measure the whole thing? Or should I measure... You know... It might just hit target on that one. Not sure about this one, though. Dollar yen on the right. Well, we'll give it a couple of seconds. It doesn't look like it's doing much, actually. I've seen much bigger moves than this on the non-farm payroll. It's becoming a bit of a damp squid, I must say. Nice spike. Maybe I got in too close. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it's going to go and take profit. It's got to get past its own entry yet. Let's have a look, see what's going to go on. We've got to watch it for a minute anyway. I mean, this is just the thing you got to do. I mean, it goes berserk, and then you just got to think. I've set this plan before, and it's worked quite a few times. So I'm just going to let it roll for a bit. Take the strategy. There's one. We've got one that's hit target. Go on, you little devil. There you go. So we've made the money on that. So we'll go back to strategy 2. Which is just, let me just get rid of all these objects off here. I want to get rid of these pendings as well. They're gone. So I've got a nice clear deck now to work with. Now, the other strategy I worked on was just slightly different in... I need this bar to close, really, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to talk for like another minute plus. Something like that. It's like, we could talk about... I'll tell you what we could talk about. We could talk about this bloody squeaky chair. Do you know, I took the bottom off it yesterday, and I found what I thought was squeaking. It's one of those where you can lean back on like a spring tensioner. Well, I never do that anyway. I keep the chair locked most of the time. But I thought, oh, it's... when I moved the chair, I could feel it squeaking by this spring, so I stripped it all down, and I got some chain wax, which I used to use on my road motorbike. And I sprayed it in the spring and in the thread and in anything that was touching. I basically sprayed it with this crap. It was everywhere. It was all over my hands. It was disgusting. So I sprayed that everywhere, screwed it all back together, and got on it. And within 10 seconds, it was making all the same noises. So that's what you call a definite fail, to say the least. So next plan is then I'm just going to chuck the chair in the bin. It's one of that. Do you know what this is like? One of the, it's not actually a... What do they call those chairs? Those DXR, DXSs or whatever. Anyway, like those racing chairs that all the gamer YouTubers use. But this one looks like it, but I don't think somehow it's made to the same quality. I don't know how much those DXR, DSR, DRS, DRX chairs are. But I must have a look actually. But I've got a chair down. I've got an office stroke unit down somewhere else, and I've got a chair in there. And that's like, it looks like a boring office chair, but it's so quiet and so good actually. All right, here's what we're going to do then, because we're coming up to the close of this bar. Well, it's just closed now, as you can see. I'm just going to drop a Fibonacci on this chart, on this candle here. I just want to measure just this candle. All right, so we've got two choices that's going to happen
now
in there.
Now that the dust has somewhat settled on that US employment report, let's take a quick look at the...
See, that was this was slightly ahead of the schedule, wasn't it? This one, it was.
Treasuries and downside
Let me just shut this squawk up.
December.
It's distracting. You can't hear it, but I can. So I'm just wondering what we're going to do on this one. You see, this is the 61.8 area here. So we were looking for a pullback on this. Trouble with this one is I think this started ahead of schedule, this move. And I'm not sure. Now, this doesn't bounce back down from anywhere about here. It's just going to go back where it's come from on the euro dollar. Potentially, you never know, it'll even carry on up. But this one here, looking at this bounce here, I think we're going to go in on this one. I just hit the buy button, I don't think it registered. I did on that one. So we're going to drop in there. It doesn't matter. But we're not going to risk anything less than what we made earlier. I'd have liked to have got in there a little bit earlier. So that's what we made on the... That's half of what we made on the other trade. Well, I think that's a bit tight actually. I'm just going to go... So it's 12.5 pip stop, that is. So I'm envisaging now that it's going to break this. It might take 1 or 2 bars, but it could break it. I can't wait to play this video back and just see how stupid I sound live restreaming. It's not quite the same as when you're just talking to yourself on a video. You think there could actually be somebody watching this, and because it's live, I've got to sound really cool, and I can't edit it out either. I am just either not cool or cool. Anyway, it looks like I'm trading the dollar yen, and oh Christ, I've hit profit again. Oh my god, I should have put 100 quid a point on, shouldn't I? This that 10 pence a point is just looking a bit rubbish now, isn't it? But it's only a test. It is a demo account. We don't need to get excited. It's not real money. Do you know, I should do it as real money, because every time I've done it, I need to do it every month for a year probably, which is a bit of a long forward test, isn't it? It's definitely trying to push up a bit more, isn't it? Nice wick, but we'll see. Early days yet. Very early days. Very, 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 very early days. So, got 2 successes. I'm quite pleased with that, actually. Both of these won in the space of 5 minutes, which is what we're looking for, because once that bar closes at 5 minutes, if you haven't hit your target, probably not going to on that one. I might drop that script. Or if you look down the bottom, there's there should be a link to, well, Ben Sounds, where the music's coming from, but more importantly, there's a link to the Discord channel, where I'm learning quite a lot from, to be honest. There's quite a few people in there that I'm managing to learn something from, which is always good. If you can acquire knowledge, it's never a bad thing, especially when it comes to trading. We all do it differently, and you'll probably find that there's morsels of all the people that you're listening to that you can take a little bit of advice from. I just got a WhatsApp. Do you know, that WhatsApp's great if you do it on the if you do it on the PC. It's much easier. Do you reckon to this trade on the right? Do you reckon it's going to go? Do you reckon it's going to fly even more past that? Past this here. That's what we're looking for. Look at that. No, I don't go much for this Fibonacci thing, but I must say, anywhere between this 50 and 61.8 is usually a good turning point. It is for this particular thing, that 5 minute close candle. God, this chair's so noisy. Time for me to drink some tea. Such a Brit. You know, I don't know what it is with we English, but we've just got to have our tea. Everywhere we go, everybody says, "Oh, you British, you love your tea, don't you?" Or they say, "Oh, you're from England, then, and you like the tea," or something like that. Ah, sí, los ingleses, sí, la guardia, muy coloriente la tea. Yeah, something like that. Look at that. I think this is just teasing me now. It wants to go up a little bit more. You know, it's only. I'd have thought it's made the 50-yard line on there, isn't it? Look at that. Look at that. Oh, no, it didn't. I thought it's made it. Do you know, sometimes I look at these numbers and I think, like, this is, it's like sort of, oh, get off. It's like that there. You know, there's a Fibonacci, look, if you look at it, there's a 38.2, and sometimes I think it must get close to them. And the next price will be like 61.8 or something like that. I've never actually monitored it enough, but I think there is. I don't think that trade. Here we go. It's got to go now, hasn't it? If it doesn't break that high in this bar, I'm probably going to close that trade. And I might have to take a small loss on it. But it's not my money anyway, so who cares, huh? Who gives a damn? If I take a loss, why would I be bothered about that? What's going on over here then? I wonder. No, I reckon that's just going to range then. That's about it. See how wrong I am in a minute. You can all laugh at me when I'm wrong. I don't care. You notice how these go opposite ways as well? It's not always the case, but it's a lot of the time. They don't call that confluence, do they? They call that something else. Look at that. That's as far as that's going, if you ask me. Do we take these 4 pips? Look, do we take them? Oh, nah. We're in for the big money. So we're just to up the time frame now and see where it's ended. That's a big bar, isn't it? On the 15-minute. Oh my. So what we got up here? Let's just have a look, see what we've got on the 4-hour chart. Oh, it's look at that. No wonder it's struggling to get past that. Could be time up, couldn't it? There. Maybe not. Maybe it's gonna go. Maybe it's gonna do that. Maybe it's gonna do it. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright. Well, you never know, do you? Nice channel. Could make it. Could go. Could just about do it, couldn't it? That'd be interesting. We'll leave that there, actually. Might pick that up later on. Switch over to some real money then. Yes. I don't know why I'm not that keen on the idea of trading online with real money. I do trade with real money. I tend to switch on and off because with real money I'm a bit I don't trust myself sometimes. Oh, there you go. Enjoy the tune. I think I'm just going to lie under the screen and see if I can blow that bar up. I might get one of the, maybe get a pair of bellows or something. See if I can just push the price up a little bit more because I want to get it. I want to try and come out here if I can. Because this is going to take some breaking. Not saying it won't. I mean, this thing could now just drift up all day. I've watched it before and it just goes up and up and up and up and up and up. This chair, so squeaky. I've noticed as well that the run up to the non-farm payrolls is just so drab. All week it's been just like... I was glad I wasn't around on Thursday. I think that was another rubbish day for trading. Just is that week before. You're just scratching round. If you're a long-term trader, it must be so frustrating watching your position just go up and down and up and down and up and down. Who knows? Yeah, 50 seconds till the end of this candle. I might just hold on to this a bit longer yet. I'm going to see what these last few seconds do. It's coming up to the end of the 15-minute bar as well, you see. No, might just get a push now. Come on. Come on, my little beauty. Do you know what? If I take that now, I've had 30 pips out of the non-farm payrolls. Which at £100 a pip would be reasonable, wouldn't it? Come on. Come on. Shall we all will it along? Come on, come on. Should we call it like a little dog? Come on, come on, come on. Let's have you, my little beauty. Could sit in here for ages on this trade, The euro doesn't like it's going to drop much more, does it? It's 116. Is that the... See that? Look, it's that bloody Fibonacci number I keep... Oh, look at that. Bonus. Bonus. That was a nice open to the candle. A bit of rejection there. I'm having trouble holding tight now. I'm dying to click the button. Gotta say. I think I'm going to come out at... It's broke out of that 4-hour thing, if you look. I mean, potentially, we could be coming all the way up here, couldn't we, at a guess? It is a guess when I'm giving you those numbers. But look at this. We've broke this recent high, so... Hey, do you know what? We could be in for a big one here, if I got the nerve to hold it. The trouble is with me, I'm my own worst enemy, because all I want to do is get out. As soon as I'm in, I'm just looking for a way out. Now, we could do like a Fibonacci extension thing, but I'm not sure that would apply. I've only ever tested it like this for the pullback. Looks like the euro might have been a good re-enter as well. If you look, that pulled back a bit too much for me though, right back into where it came from, more or less. I think just as a matter of precaution, we're going to just lock in, break even on that, because we would hate to give the money back now, wouldn't we? Ugh. See that? We've got to wait for this candle now. I think if I see 20 pips, I'm going to come out. I'm going to come out at 20 pips. If I see it again, I'm going to come out. I might even just set the... No, I won't set the... So I could put a take profit line at dead on 20 pips. But I tell you what I'll do. I'll put it at a lot higher than that. I'm going to put it at 25 pips in case we get another spike. Which means I should still be able to get it at 20 pips. Because I think this broker has got a freeze zone. I'm going to check. Right click on the instrument specification. And if you look in here, freeze level. Oh, actually, that's not bad. That's only half a pip away. Oh, that's not bad, because a lot of them are 1 and 2 pips. So with this broker, that's pretty good. The spreads aren't as good as on this broker. Most of them are a bit heavy compared to other brokers, of which I have no affiliation with either. If you was trading this now, would you have closed this? I'm not sure I would. Oh, I am trading it. But it's not real money, so it's always different, isn't it? The emotions are different. Look at this. If we're getting a pin bar here, I'm definitely getting it. Although, it's been here, it might want to go there again. They're definitely pushing it up still. Bit of dollar strength there. Pound's been hammered this week. But the pounds took a right pounding. Ha ha ha! What a comedian I am. Come on. See, this is my trouble. I just want to get in, get my money, and get the hell out of there. And I'm a bugger for doing this as well. Alright, I've got 10 pips, I'm going to lock that in. And then it'll come back 9.5. Stop me out anyway. and then just go another 60. Don't tell me that's never happened to you, because I know it has. Oh dear. The chair's just driving me mad. I'm gonna go, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna buy a bog standard, non-tilting, non-flash looking office chair. So this is my first attempt with OBS as well, which is what I'm using for streaming. I just hope it's all working, really. It looks like it is. I've got a green thing at the bottom telling me I've been live 28 minutes as well. CPU usage is low, 11 frames a second. Hardly action movie speed, is it? Right, so we're almost at the end of this candle. So we might just get a little push up, which will take us to 20 pips. If we get to 21, I'm going to pull the trigger, because I just want to get out of there. And then I'm going to close this video. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, it's time I had a little slip of tea, I think. You know, that's like one of them trades earlier, when they both went. It's one of them, you know, them moments where you go, yeah. One of them. You know, like, yeah. You got to pull the face as well. Oh, we didn't get what I was looking for. Now, you see this candle now? This is making me worry a little bit, because it's the candle itself was 10 pips, and we've pulled back more than 50%. So if I see 20 on here, I'm coming out. It's hard to read, isn't it? You just can't predict, really. I don't know anybody that can actually predict the markets accurately. And if you do know anybody, please give them my phone number. Or give me theirs. Because wouldn't that be great if you could? Oh, look, 18 pips. This is exciting, isn't it? I tell you what, if it comes to, I'm going to be quite pleased with that. I'm going to start trading this with some decent money, I think, because I've done this too many times now. I reckon the win rate that where I've done this has probably been. The second one's not as easy, but the other ones, the win rate's probably been 80% plus. Trouble is, I don't do it every week because I haven't always got the time to sit in front of it on a Friday. You know, things happen. Got a little business we run as well, and they take time. They take time, don't they? You know how it is. $18.5 pips. Do you ever think that this is going to go to 19 pips and then just bomb back down? Do you know what? I don't care what you say. Call me a devil. I'm going to lock 8 pips in this right now. Oh, is that 21? Oh, look, I've pressed the button. There you have it. So what we've made there is 31 pips. That's not bad, is it? Anyway, listen, if you want to catch up with me, actually, you probably don't want to catch up with me because there's some much better people, but drop into Cleversys. We've got some people that you've probably already met on YouTube in there. And there's some great people with some great fun. So all I'm going to say is hasta luego, amigos. Or, I know, it's hasta próxima, isn't it? See you soon. I don't know. We British are not very good with the languages. But anyway, time to go. So I'm going to say, what am I going to say? I'm going to say so long, adios, and catch you in the Discord. I'll probably chuck this script in the Discord. Oh, before I go, the script I've been using, I don't claim any rights to writing that script. The author's name's in the top of it, but I will be sticking it in the Discord if anybody wants it. Yeah, there's a section in there. There's lots of sections in there, but there's one for scripts and indicators, so I'll drop it in there. All right, listen, everybody, I'm going to go and make some banana and mustard sandwiches now because it's lunchtime. And I need to drink more tea because I'm British. Might even have some scones. Take care.